Splenda does come from sugar, just like the manufacturers say. But what is left out of this claim is that chlorine atoms are being added to the sugar molecule to make it calorie-free. Despite this fact, many people in the United States are turning to the use of artificial sweeteners as an alternative to refined or processed sugar. The thinking behind this is that the sugar substitutes are a healthier alternative. This couldn't be further from the truth. Artificial sweeteners are harmful because they contain toxic chemicals such as chlorine and methanol and have more in common with pesticides than food. Even the way that cane sugar is refined makes it an unhealthy choice. The good news is that there are healthy natural alternatives such as pure cane sugar and the natural sugar substitute that comes from the stevia plant. As you can see, between the years of 2003 and 2007, Splenda has a large part of the sugar substitute market, while aspartame and saccharin have been losing their part of the market. Each of these sugar substitutes have their own dangers. Splenda is a sugar molecule, but 3 hydrogen and 3 oxygen atoms have been removed and 3 chlorine atoms have replaced them. This makes it a chlorocarbon. Chlorocarbons have more in common with the banned pesticide DDT than sugar, according to the Department of Chemistry at Duke University. Chlorocarbons store in the fat of your body, and they do not dissolve. The only good thing is that only 15% of the Splenda that you eat is actually digested by your body because your body does not recognize it as food. Aspartame is 10% methanol, which is wood alcohol, and turns to formaldehyde on the human brain. 40% of aspartame is aspartic acid, which is known as an excitotoxin. This simply means that it excites or stimulates your brain cells until they burn out. It was banned in 1980 by the FDA, but reinstated in July of 1981, despite its potential health risks of cancer, headaches, emotional disorder, depression, and even multiple sclerosis. It also accounts for 75% of the food allergies reported to the FDA each year. Sugar and its effects on the human body make it a poor choice. It has a high glycemic rate because only the high sucrose is left after the natural molasses has been removed. It has a negative effect on the blood sugar levels and the insulin levels of the human body. It also suppresses your natural immune system because it decreases the white blood cell count, and it feeds the bad bacteria in your body. There are healthy alternatives, such as pure cane sugar. It has a low glycemic rate, and it is high in iron and calcium because the natural molasses has not been removed. It has no effect on the glycemic rate in your body. As you can see, stevia has a very small part of the sugar substitute market during this period, but it did gain some ground. This is because it was not approved by the FDA for human consumption until December of 2008. But it has been used in Japan for over 20 years with no known side effects, and in other parts of the world for centuries. It is calorie-free and carbohydrate-free and has no effect on the blood sugar levels of the human body. It seems like each time a new sugar alternative comes along, companies try to be the first ones to put it into their products. Advertising campaigns are launched and millions of dollars are spent to try to convince people to purchase their new and improved product. 0 calorie, no sugar, drink and eat all you want without gaining weight or sacrificing anything. Overindulgence is a norm at times in this country. People do not want to take personal responsibility for their own health, so they're letting the government and the food industry take that responsibility for them. In order to take this responsibility back, we need to find out for ourselves what is in the latest artificial sweetener and if the manufacturers say it is what the manufacturers say it is. In other words, if it is too good to be true, it just might be. Before you start consuming a new miracle sweetener, you might want to do a little research on your own and find out what you're actually putting in your body.